I just found out my fiancé isn't who he says he is, and our wedding is just 2 months away. My fiancé, 29 male, and I, 26 female, have been dating for 5 years. He is basically family at this point. Our relationship has been pretty good with no major hiccups. TMI, but we aren't really intimate anymore, and about 2 years ago I found out he had been texting his ex-girlfriend because I wasn't giving him enough attention, but that was water under the bridge now. We live with my best friend and her husband because I am finishing up medical school and he is a teacher, so they let us rent a room in their house for super cheap until I can make a proper salary. Last week when I was coming home from a long day of residency, I found all of my fiancé's stuff completely gone. So I texted him and asked what was going on, and he responded via text, saying that he didn't know if he loved me anymore and didn't think we could continue our relationship. I had a total freak out. I immediately drove 3 hours away to his parents' house to talk to him, and the conversation went nowhere. Something about the situation felt off and it wasn't adding up. After a few hours of FBI work on my laptop, I found out that he had no teaching credentials and couldn't legally be a teacher. He was working as a teacher's aide. Even worse, I found out that he didn't even graduate college 4 years ago. I threw him a graduation party and he ate that cake with a smile on his face. I confronted him, and after about an hour of denial and more lies, he finally admitted that he was too embarrassed to tell me and that's why he left. But he had no intentions of telling me the truth. His mom was also giving him an extra $300 a month which would cover our rent payment, but I found out that he hasn't paid rent in 4 months. My mom felt bad for him and gave him money to get by for a little bit. He doesn't work in the summers, but won't get a summer job. He just wants to play video games all day. He doesn't pay for anything, food, clothes, hygiene products, and hasn't paid a dime toward our wedding. I know that it's really messed up, but I love him and I still wanted him home. He agreed to come home, but I feel like I can't say or do anything. Bringing up the situation pisses him off, crying pisses him off, and now I feel like I have to put out more. He agreed to let me sign him up for school next year to get his bachelor's degree so he can eventually become a teacher. While we were separated for the week, he bought 3 tickets to a concert, 1 for him and 2 of his female friends from work. He told me he was going the morning of the concert and I had work that day. But that's not a red flag, right? Other than the fact he probably used my mom's money to go. My world pretty much feels back to normal, but my friends say I'm crazy and that he doesn't deserve any sympathy. The wedding is in 2 months. Is there any chance he'll leave me at the altar? Just kidding, only not really. Help.